Well, if we're expanding to 4, I would pick Patrick Mahomes. But if we're taking Patrick Mahomes out of the equation and we're just looking at Jackson, Allen, Burrow, I'm going with Lamar Jackson there. Last season, I would say they all overcame deficiencies to some degree. Joe Burrow had the best receivers. I think we all agree on that. Josh Allen, I feel, had the best offensive line. Lamar had the best running back tight ends. But the great thing about these quarterbacks is we can look at them over the course of more than just last season. And we're only a couple years removed from Lamar Jackson's best receivers being Devin Duvernay and Demarcus Robinson in terms of commanding the most targets. In fact, prior to 2022, after Hollywood Brown, who was inconsistent and struggled at times with availability, his top receiving targets were Duvernay and Willie Snead. So we have seen Lamar Jackson elevate, shall we say, a substandard cast. And look, Allen is close. It's very close with them. This came up a lot during the MVP debate this year. But when I watch Lamar Jackson and I watch this Ravens offense, I see a system, a scheme where Lamar is the sun that creates the gravity that it all rotated. Instead, Derrick Henry, 31 years old, came off the worst season of his career and then had the best season of his career once he started playing with Lamar Jackson. His effect on the football field is undeniable. So he would be my answer for the guy. If I was building a team from scratch and I had to pick a guy who I think could do the most as least, it would be Lamar.
It's a great case. Kmart, what's your response?
So I figured everybody at the table would say either Josh Allen or Lamar. So I'm going to go Joe Burrow.
Make the case.
I'm going to make the case only because when we are talking about deficiencies, nobody is dealing with more deficiencies than Joe Burrow. And I think, to Mina's point, great point about laying out the fact that we have to look at the whole body of work. But I just kind of want to focus on last year because what he did, it was heroic. Because if he just had a decent defense, they narrowly missed the playoffs at 9-8, and had the Chiefs started their players, they could have actually made the playoffs. The Bengals could have actually made the playoffs. He led the NFL in passing yards. He was third in passer rating. This guy literally is carrying the entire offense. Mina makes a great point about the receivers that he has, but again, when I use the Jalen Hurts example of I don't want to penalize the quarterback for having good weapons. He's playing last year, his defense let him down consistently. I think if I'm picking a guy where I say, to your point where you said, I put it on my shoulders, I will carry the day. That is literally what Joe Burrow did last year. You can make a case that him, Lamar, Josh could have been MVPs based off the season they had.
Harry Douglas, the world is against him. There's injuries, there's deficiencies on the roster. Who are you asking for to be your QB1 in those situations?
I'm going with the guy that literally put his organization on his back. That was Josh Allen, who won the MVP last season. And when you look at him, and I'll start for the defense of the Buffalo Bills, they were 24th in pass defense. They were also 29th in third down defense. When you look at the receivers for the other quarterbacks that we're talking about from an elite standpoint, the receivers that Josh Allen has, they don't even measure up to the ones that we're talking about for the other three quarterbacks. And then also I would add into this, Josh Allen did a tremendous job, number one, of taking care of the football. So if you don't give the football away to your opponent, it's kind of impossible for them to beat you to a certain degree. And that's what Josh Allen had to work on. He didn't get tired of making easy deposits, hitting his check down, throwing the football away. But also when you look at Josh Allen from the standpoint of always having the ability to make something out of nothing, because of his stature, because of his will and want to bring his team to the promised land, that's why I'm taking Josh Allen.
Kevin?
First of all, Mina, Devin Duvernay is just trying to have a nice breakfast. What are we doing? What are we doing? He's just trying to have a nice morning, a nice little coffee. Holy cow. The answer is Josh Allen. If only there was an award you could give that would denote some sort of value with quarterback. It just happened. It just happened. When I look at the supporting cast, Harry, you're right. The receivers, he created them last year. Khalil Shakir being the leading receiver, that shouldn't be happening on a team that's trying to get to the Super Bowl. Mac Hollins was their second leading receiver. Amari Cooper didn't give them much. Keon Coleman was banged up a little bit, didn't give them much. He was their top draft pick a year ago. And so I'm looking at Josh Allen and I'm thinking this is a guy who just makes it work. I think in the league, I asked Mike Tannum on this the other day, if you have 10 yards to go, one play in the entire league, who are you going with? A lot of people would say Josh Allen because of the way he can just bulldoze defenses. We just saw it here. Obviously, I'm picking, as Mina said, I'm picking Mahomes. If you have to talk about anything as far as overcoming, he's still in my Terminator tier. But if the question is this, it's Josh Allen.
Okay, now we've had this foursome here with Mahomes. I look at a guy like Justin Herbert, and I look at
what?
I'm not saying he's above me yet. I'm saying though, there may be this jump, there may be this leap and say, hey, look, Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnson, you want to talk. He's not in this conversation right now. Is this the year we can finally put Justin Herbert into the conversation?
It's at P-Shrags on Twitter.
I'm not saying I'm taking it.
It's not me.
But
it's
if
not
you want to
Harry.
say,
No,
it's
I'm not
Kimberly.
doing this, Peter. I'm not
take a
doing
second
this.
here.
I'm not
Take
doing
a second
this.
here.
No,
Herbert
I'm
was
not.
voted as the 7th best quarterback in the league. We've crowned him in that conversation.
No.
You put him in gym shorts and a t-shirt. There's no one you'd rather have as far as the looks go. And now,
Did this just become the Moneyball scout scene? What just happened? I think he looks good.
I'm saying, is this the
That's
year
right there.
we finally have a 5th name in the conversation? Because this guy has all the talent, all the skill, and we
Why
have
is
not
it-
seen him.
We-
So-
let me
say this.
stop. You said we have not seen it.
Yeah.
I feel like people keep trying to shoehorn Justin Herbert into this conversation before Justin Herbert has sort of taken the mantle and said, put me in this conversation. He is very talented. I'm not taking that away from him. But with these quarterbacks, we keep moving the goalposts.
No doubt.
I just need some consistency, people.
So you ask, is this the year that we can see it? I think this is the year we need to see
We have to
Justin.
see it.
that's the point right there.
his take.
That's
Let me
the
hear
point
it.
right there.
Especially when you're going in year 2 of Jim Harbaugh being your head coach and orchestrating things and building out this offense. What they also told us, the Chargers, is that, hey, I'm going to go get Mekhi Becton. I'm going to go get Najee Harris. I'm going to get Amarion Hampton. I'm going to make sure that we're okay within the run game. Now, we have Ladd McConkey, who I love as a wide receiver, and I'm still trying to figure out how they made it work with just him at the receiver
doubt.
position and make the playoffs last season. But if they can get Trey Harris, if Quentin Johnson can actually catch the football, then I believe this football team can be either better and we can see a Justin Herbert excel. But for right now, I can't get the 27-0 lead out of my mind against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I can't get the 4 interceptions out of my
the
mind in the
Texans.
playoff game versus the Houston Texans last season.
Mina Kimes, you're out in LA. Your thoughts on the Herbert part of this?
Yeah. I think Justin Herbert right now is the 5th best quarterback in the NFL, so it's totally reasonable to bring him up, Peter. But I don't think that the pieces are in play for him to really take the leap around him. I mean, talk about Jim Harbaugh being the head coach, fine. Greg Roman is the play caller, the guy that Ravens fans.
Hello, xin tất cả mọi người. Hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn gấp một con chuột màu hồng như thế này nhá. Bây giờ các bạn phải làm cùng mình luôn nhé.
Rồi, ok. Để bắt đầu vào làm thì các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình những dụng cụ như sau. Ở đây mình có chuẩn bị 2 tờ giấy màu hồng này. Tiếp theo các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một cái bút chì, một cái thước, một cây kéo. Cuối cùng là một cây súng bắn keo như thế này nhá. Rồi, bây giờ mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn vào làm nhé. Các bạn sẽ lấy cho mình cái bút chì và thước kẻ. Đo cho mình kích thước của cái tờ giấy này. Nó sẽ là 14 cm nhé. Các bạn sẽ đo cho mình cả chiều dài và chiều rộng.